Boy, this has gone too far. I quit as soon as I finish these oats.
Hey.
It's no secret that we like to be treated well, and the workplace is no exception. Today in LitePsych, we're going to talk about your workplace and if they are treating you well, why they should be in the first place, and how your workplace affects your well-being. We tend to view organizations as people, that they have purpose and intentions that affect how they interact with us and therefore how we interact with them. And to an extent, this is true because when your workplace treats you well, you're more likely to do better at your job. You're more likely to show up at your job every single day. Your behavior changes. You go above and beyond in your responsibilities, and you're more inclined to make sure you never miss out on anything at work. This is a good thing for organizations because that means employee welfare is high and performance is also likely to be high. Employees are less likely to go against the organization and more likely to do whatever they can to support whatever targets and goals they have for that specific period of time. So the question then is, what makes an employee feel valued and cared for? Fairness in the workplace is a very important factor. Often, decision-making and power are in control of the organization, and the employees just can have to follow. Processes, systems, and resources are things that are typically out of reach for normal employees and things that are solely controlled by the organization. That being said, organizations have to find a way to be transparent, consistent, and continuously seek feedback and even engagement and input from their employees when it comes to policies and different decisions that they will undertake. This signifies that the organization gives importance to the employees' opinions and insights. Autonomy and participation in decision-making conveys the organization's trust in their employees for decision-making. Leader support is another important aspect of employee well-being and performance. Our superiors hold the biggest influence when it comes to how we work and how we feel about work. Relationships with our supervisors can be transactional, wherein I'll do a good job and you'll reward me. There are relationships, however, that fall under the bracket of being transformational. That is, when your supervisor shows a genuine interest and care for your well-being well beyond just you hitting your targets. Of course, our supervisors and leaders are only able to showcase this kind of treatment if they themselves feel that same support and care from their supervisors and from the organization itself. So you might ask, how exactly do organizations show support? And that is where the HR department comes in. Human resource practices and work conditions communicate how and what the organization is doing in terms of developing and facilitating their employees' well-being. Some of these practices include the many trainings, whether it be for technical skills or for personal and self-development, offering many perks like insurance that covers your entire family and giving different kinds of allowances and perks. These practices can even be personalized according to the employee's needs. I, for example, would prefer a 4-day work week, while someone else might be okay with 5 days but would like to have a company car to make the commute easier. Benefits specific to an individual and tailored to their needs elicit strong organizational support as it directly reflects how their organization is willing to care for them. An effect of an employee having good perception of the organizational support is to reciprocate that treatment. Because they're treated well by the organization, they want to hit their targets, they want to be a good influence and a good co-worker, and all these other things to maintain that positive relationship. Another consequence of strong perceived organizational support is that the social-emotional needs of employees are met. This is possible when organizations take time to recognize their high performers and the different accomplishments of their employees. On the other end, organizations also fulfill the need for affiliation, when they can tell their employees that, hey, you can be proud to be one of us. When organizations meet their employees' needs, this results in a stronger sense of identification for the employee. This means that they are more likely to be committed to the work and therefore stay, and they are more likely to be engaged in their work and therefore perform better. They find fulfillment, motivation, and find themselves very dedicated to the work that they do. Because they receive support from the organization, employees are more likely to exhibit high-level skill and have a higher interest in their jobs. They also build a sense of trust with the organization that they will never take advantage of them. Positive organizational support changes employee behavior. It pushes them to be more creative, innovative, and contributes to a safer and more pleasant working environment. It pushes employees to learn new skills and abilities without fear of being judged or criticized. As it is, just like how it is in our personal relationships, when employees feel the organizational support, they are less stressed, excited to go to work, and just exhibit a general increase in positive well-being. So if you are working, ask yourself, am I being supported? Let us know in the comments below. And if you are an employer or in the high levels of management, ask yourself, how are we supporting our employees? Thank you so much for watching. Follow us at LitePsych on Instagram. Subscribe and hit the bell notification so you never miss out on the latest psychology in simple terminology. This is Jim. Thanks for watching.